Hi everybody, Cassius here, and today we're going to go over how to get 24-hour buffs on your characters. And this will include how to get 24-hour buffs for all of the buffs that you can get, not just the longer ones, but even the one per round buffs. So to start off with, the first thing you're going to need is Enduring Spells Mythic Ability. Get this as early as Chapter 1, right at the tail end of it. Will turn all your spells that have a 1 hour length into 24 hours. This one isn't that useful. The reason why this one isn't so useful is because most of the time, if you have an hour for a buff, you're not going to need to recast it. It'll be perfect. Like, it's there, and for the entire area you're in, you'll be fine. So this doesn't help much. The next one you're going to need is Greater Enduring Spells, and this is the big one, because this will turn any spell that lasts for only 5 minutes into 24 hours. So this will make it so almost everything you can cast by the end of the game, for almost every character actually, will be 24 hours. The trick here is to turn how we are going to turn the 1 round per level spells into 24-hour buffs. In case you did not know, 1 round equals 6 seconds, which means we need to get that round count up to 50 to get up to 5 minutes. Now, the other thing we're going to need for this to make sure we can do that, it is Extend Spell Metamagic. This will double the length of the spell that you cast. This will make it so as long as you can get your caster level up to 25, then that will change the caster level for the spell up to 50, so which will make it so you can get the 5 minute buff, which will turn it into 24-hour buff. So those are the three things that every caster will need in order to potentially get up to 24-hour buffs. If you're not going to try and get the one per round, 1 round per level buff, then you don't need the Extend Metamagic spell. Just go with the ones that do 1 per minute level and 1 per however long greater length. Then this can be avoided. If you don't want to go for the one round per level, you're going to need the Extend spell. Since caster level is the thing you need to focus on, the easiest way to get caster level is to level up. So you go with a caster, specifically a caster that has a high caster level, and you get up to level 20. That will automatically get you caster level 20. And then there are other ways to increase your caster level. The easiest way to get 24-hour buffs for all of them is to go with the Arcanist. The reason why I say Arcanist is because they have the ability to use 1 point in their Arcane Reservoir to increase the caster level of the spell. You can also use an Arcane Exploit to take Potent Magic here. This will increase that caster level bonus from +1 to +2, thus making it last even longer. So that would take your caster level from 20 to 22 just by using one of these things. The second thing that you can do to increase the caster level for your character, this one will only work for a certain school of magic, is you take another mythic feat, or this time a mythic feat instead of a mythic ability, and you choose which school you want to focus on for school mastery. In this case, I chose Transmutation. And this made it so all Transmutation spells cast by this caster are increased by 1. So for her, she would have the ability to use her Arcane Exploit to go up to 22, and then if she casts a Transmutation school, then that would be 23. So she'd be level 23 with all of her Transmutation spells. Furthermore, there is another feat that you can take to increase the level of a very specific spell, and it doesn't show it here. This is where I took it, but for some reason. But if you go down here where it says Spell Specialization, this will focus on one single spell that you have access to. So, and what that will do is that will treat that one spell as 2 levels higher. So if you have one spell, you really want to make sure you get that one up to 24 hours, that 1 round per level spell, you can do this. So say you wanted to make sure Haste, you wanted to get 24-hour haste on all your party members, then you would take this one, and that would make it so you get +2 levels. And so in which case, with her arcane exploit, her +1 bonus to transmutation, because haste is a transmutation spell, and then you take 1 level, or you take this feat, that would get +2, so that would you get +5 total bonus levels, and that would make it so you have 24-hour buffs with this 24-hour haste spell. So as an Arcanist, those are the 3 things that you can do to maximize the caster level bonus. Again, Arcanist is probably the best one for this, just because they can use the potent magic to make sure so every single spell that they cast gets a +2 bonus. In which case, you can use other things, so you don't even need to use the feats or the mythic feats for it. So there's gear, for example. You have this helm. This helm gives a +1 caster level to all transmutation spells. You also have this scimitar you can get in Chapter 2 that gives a +1 bonus to level on all transmutation spells as well. Both of these stack, so you would get +2 bonus, which means you wouldn't even need to take the spell specialization feat to get up to caster level 25 with all transmutation spells. So it's not just haste you would get 24 hours, it's all of the transmutation spells you would get 24 hours with. Furthermore, you have other ones like Phantasmal Guide. This gives a +3 caster level bonus to all illusion spells. So a spell like Displacement, for example. With this, in addition to the Arcane Reservoir, you'd be able to cast 24-hour displacement buff on whoever you wanted. And you've got other spells like this one that gives a +1 cast level bonus to all spells that you cast. So if you find a way to increase, some other way to increase, so if you find a piece of gear that gives +1 bonus to necromancy spells, somewhere up here, then hey, you can get 24-hour buffs that way. You got this one as well. +2 bonus on evocation spells, so +2 cast level for all evocation spells. And there are only a few evocation buffs, but they're powerful ones, such as Divine Power. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Here we are. So, Divine Power, evocation, 1 round per level. This is a big bonus, +6 to luck on attack, weapon damage rolls, strength checks, strength-based skill checks, +1 temporary hit point per level. And additionally, you make a full base attack bonus, and you can get that for 24 hours if you are able to do that. You can get huge bonus. A Holy Sword is another one. I don't think I have Holy Sword here. I think that's for paladins only, if I remember correctly. Sacred Nimbus is one. Also, if you're able to get it somehow. The Brilliant Inspiration. This is one of the most powerful buffs that you can get for any character. This is 1 round per level. It's an evocation buff, so you can make that last 24 hours. Roll 2 d20s and take the higher roll. Astounding buff. So yeah, that's basically how you do it. There's various gear throughout the game to increase all these stats, all the caster levels that you need. These are just a few shown here. This one's all spells. This one's illusion. You got some transmutation here. You got one for evocation. You just go through the game and try and find them. So do whatever you can to get caster level 25. Now, granted, the easiest way or the simplest way would be go with the Angel or Lich mythic path and merge spellbooks. So say you want to do an Angel, Oracle, or Cleric, or Shaman playthrough, then you merge the spellbook and you can get up to caster level 30 just by playing the game. You don't have to get any of this gear. All you need is the Extend spell and the Greater Enduring, and you can get 24 hours. Same thing with Lich and with the Arcanist, Wizard, or Sorcerer. You can get 24 hours that way too. And that'll do it for this guide on how to get 24-hour buffs on 1 round per level spells. I hope you found it informative, and if you have any questions, please go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them from you. And until I do see you again, have a good one, y'all. Later.